The Mice and the Weasels by Aesop plus new words and video. Updated. October 30, 2024 by Dr. Mohammed Hossein Hariri ESL. The Mice and the Weasels with new words, a video and discussion questions for ESL students to learn English vocabulary in real context and enjoy English literature. The Mice and the Weasels is now in the public domain, available on Gutenberg Project. Video of the Mice and the Weasels. The Mice and the Weasels. There was war between the mice and the weasels, in which the mice always got the worst of it, numbers of them being killed and eaten by the weasels. So they called a council of war, in which an old mouse got up and said, "It's no wonder we are always beaten, for we have no generals to plan our battles and direct our movements in the field." Acting on his advice, they chose the biggest mice to be their leaders, and these, in order to be distinguished from the rank and file, provided themselves with helmets bearing large plumes of straw. They then led out the mice to battle, confident of victory, but they were defeated as usual, and were soon scampering as fast as they could to their holes. All made their way to safety without difficulty except the leaders, who were so hampered by the badges of their rank that they could not get into their holes, and fell easy victims to their pursuers. English proverbs from the short story. Here are a couple of English proverbs that are thematically related to Aesop's fable, The Mice and the Weasels. Greatness carries its own penalties. Pride goes before a fall. This proverb speaks to the mice's hubris in appointing leaders and adorning themselves with feathers and straw. Their focus on appearances and hierarchy ultimately led to their downfall. All that glitters is not gold. This proverb is relevant because the mice's fancy headgear was not a practical solution to their problem. It was a superficial change that did not address the root of the issue, which was their vulnerability to the weasels. Vocabulary in real context. Council, committee, assembly, meeting. Beaten, defeated, crushed. Battle, fight, combat, war. Field, battlefield, arena. Distinguished, differentiated, separated. Rank and file, the ordinary members of an organization as opposed to its leaders. Helmet, hard protective head covering, protective hat. Plume, a feather, especially a large and ornamental one. Scamper, to run quickly and playfully frolic. Hamper, to restrict the free movement or progress, impede, hinder. Pursuer, hunter, follower. Moral of the short story. The fable The Mice and the Weasels serves as a cautionary tale about the perils of hubris and the importance of practical solutions. The mice, in their arrogance, appoint leaders and adorn themselves with feathers and straw. While these actions may have boosted their morale temporarily, they ultimately proved to be futile against the real threat, the weasels. The fable highlights the danger of superficial solutions and the need to address the root of a problem. By focusing on appearances and hierarchy, the mice neglected to strengthen their defenses or develop effective strategies to protect themselves. This oversight led to their downfall, emphasizing the importance of substance over style and practicality over vanity. Discussion questions. What specific actions did the mice take to try to protect themselves from the weasels? How does the fable criticize the mice's approach to solving their problem? What lesson can be learned from the mice's experience about the importance of practical solutions and avoiding superficial measures? English short stories Aesop's fables Arrogance, battle, hierarchy, leadership, pride, proverb, superficial, vanity, war. Related lessons and posts. Lincoln, 2012. Movie Analysis and Film Criticism. September 28, 2024. The Blacksmith and His Dog by Aesop for ESL students. September 19, 2024. The Eagle and His Captor by Aesop for ESL students. September 18, 2024.